Welcome back once again to Fubeca's Marble Runs. I'm Jeremiah, and we are here at Day 7 of the CountryBalls World Tournament. Once again, we have a bowling event for you guys, but this time we'll have 2 marbles per team instead of just 1, so it will be easier for these marbles to make some more points by knocking over pins at the end of the lane. Here is the overall score. At this point, Russia and Vietnam tied for first place, but Russia is in the lead because of the tiebreaker points on the rest of the chart. Be sure to like and subscribe for future marble content, and let's get going with this event. Here are the duels for today's video. First off, we have Mexico versus the Philippines. Mexico on the left in the green, Philippines on the right, and 2 marbles per team this time. It will be interesting to see how that affects the overall pin average as we go into this race. Mexico and the Philippines both pretty neck and neck in these first funnels. Philippines slightly ahead in the last funnel here before the green labyrinth, and there they go, exiting the first funnel. Into the labyrinth they go. Now here comes Mexico in response. Who will get there first and get the first shot at the fresh pins? It looks like it's going to be the Philippines, and they get knocked by Mexico, and they both hit the sides. One score by the Philippines, and then there's right down the middle by Mexico, and another miss by the Philippines. Mexico will be getting 2 points. Unfortunately, only 2 pins were knocked over in that entire straight through the middle. The Philippines only knocking down that very first pin. See that pin right in the middle, wobbling, but it wasn't knocked over, so that doesn't count for Mexico. But Mexico still does win the match and get 2 points to their overall standings. Next up, we have Japan versus Portugal. And we are off. Who comes out first this time? It's Portugal. And now we have 1 marble from each team. Now 2 for Portugal in the top funnel, and then 1 Japan marble alone in the bottom set of funnels. And they're looking to try to get ahead of the rest of the pack. Japan in the lead in the top funnels, and there they go into the green labyrinth. Japan looking like they're going to get the first shot at the pins. Here comes Portugal, and they may be able to overtake, but no, they go at the same time, and they both get deflected on the side. Gutter ball for both teams, who still have 1 marble left per team, and they both go on the left side. But we do have a large score by Japan, 5 points, straight down the middle. They use that ricochet to their advantage. You see those first 2 marbles both missing. And here comes Japan right here. They go off from the side, knock off quite a few pins there. So Japan will be the winner of this match and will get 5 points to their name in the overall standings. Next up, we have Cameroon versus Belgium. And they are off. Belgium comes out first, and looks like we almost had a marble stuck there right at the beginning. But the Cameroon marble was able to dislodge them. And Belgium way ahead here in the 3rd funnel already. Here comes Cameroon though, and they may be able to overpass here, and they do into the green labyrinth. And now they're racing neck and neck. Cameroon slightly ahead. Now they're going to be able to get the first shot. And they knock over 2 pins. Let's see what Belgium can do in response. A whole bunch more pins. I think that was 3. We still have 2 more marbles to go. And we only have 5 pins left. And there's a whole bunch more pins. Only 1 pin left. Belgium coming out on top with 5 pins. Cameroon only getting 4. Cameroon barely getting those first 2 pins. Bouncing off those little lips at the edge of the lane. And then Belgium coming and getting all the pins on the right side. Except for that one way in the back. And then Belgium coming here and knocking that last one down. And actually 2 right there. I'm not sure how that happened. Knocking over a pin that knocked over a pin. But Belgium coming out on top with 1 point ahead of Cameroon 5v4. Both good points for the overall standings, but Belgium will get the victory, which will help them in the tie-breaking. Argentina versus Russia will go up next. This is the 7th round of this tournament. There's 19 rounds. So we're about halfway. 1 or 2 more to go. We'll be halfway. And Russia DNFs both marbles right at the beginning of the race. And we'll have to consult the video referees and see whose fault it was. All the marbles going on the respective sides. And Argentina hitting Russia twice. Getting them stuck up there. And then they enter the funnel. Not sure what the authorities are going to say about that. Looks like they're still checking it out on the monitors over here. And the decision is we are going to have a restart due to an unfair advantage right at the beginning of the race. And now, quick start there. And now we have Argentina all up in the top group of funnels. 1 Russian marble in each group of funnels. And there goes Russia into the lead, but Argentina comes right back. But they aren't able to hold the lead. Russia into the labyrinth. Now they are eager to get to the end of the track before Argentina can do anything funny. And there's the first attempt by Russia and another attempt by Russia. Only 1 pin. They underperformed there. And there's a couple more pins for Argentina. 2v1. Argentina still able to pull out the win even after the restart. But not by much. 2v1. Very underscoring duel here. Actually, the Argentina marble hitting their teammate, which allowed them to knock down 2 pins. Possibly a strategy there. If that other marble hadn't been there, it may have only knocked down 1 pin. So Argentina will be the victor of this round, 2 points to their name. Next up, we have Brazil versus Senegal. And they are off. And we have 1 marble, 1 Senegal marble up in the top, and all the rest in the bottom sections of the funnels. Senegal in the lead in funnel number 3. Then we have Brazil coming in close behind. Senegal already coming up into the green labyrinth. The other Senegal marble all still stuck in the 3rd funnel up on the top. And Brazil and Senegal both fighting. And they both get stuck on the side there. 1 marble, or 1 pin for Brazil. Here comes Senegal with another attempt. Will they be able to go down straight in the middle? Looks like they're going to be able to, as well as for Brazil. And we have Brazil being the winner here. 5 points versus Senegal's 3, with 2 pins left over standing up. We'll have to check the replays here. See just what happened. Senegal not even close. And Brazil pushing them out of the way. It's a good thing they didn't push them in the wrong direction. They could have actually made Senegal score some points. But fortunately for them, they're able to deflect the marble in just the right way that allowed them to score the 1 point. And the other Brazil marble comes in from behind and scores the rest. Brazil with 5, Senegal with 3. Next up, we have Spain versus Canada. And we are off. Spain, Canada. Spain and Canada once again. Spain in the bottom section of the funnels, Canada in the top. And Spain looks to be slightly ahead into funnel number 2. Both marbles are both in funnel number 2. Now Canada going into funnel number 3. Here comes Spain as well. Now 2 Spain marbles and now 2 Canada marbles. Canada comes into the green labyrinth first. Here comes Spain once again. And they're neck and neck. Who will get the first shot? They both opt for the left side. Looks like they're going to score both at the same time. And there's a large score by Spain. The first marble already getting 5 points. Canada missing altogether, and they knock down the rest. A tied game, 5-5. And that's the first time we've had every pin in the round knocked over. And only by the first 2 marbles. Well, first 3. Highest scoring round for both of these countries. they'll get a tie, which is not optimal for tie-breaking reasons, but they still got a lot of points for the overall standings. Next up, we have England versus Pakistan. And they are off. It's Pakistan coming out to the lead, and England almost getting stalled there in that first little merge section. You have to be careful there. You don't want to lose a marble because that puts you at a significant disadvantage for scoring points at the end of the course. Pakistan already getting to the green labyrinth. None of the other marbles have even made to the third funnel. There goes to England and Pakistan. Now all marbles are in the third funnel except for this one Pakistan marble already about to choose their shot. Will they be able to score any points? No, they go to the side and bounce completely around the pins. Now here comes England with their first shot. And there's one pin for England. A miss for Pakistan. Now England has a chance to come and get more points, but only one more. Pakistan with 0, England with 2. England will be the winner of this match. But no marble was able to go straight down the middle and score that strike. You see there Pakistan getting deflected by that little lip there, as well as for the first England marble, they are able to just get by with that first pin. Pakistan whizzing by, not even getting close. And England getting that far left pin to seal their deal as 2. England will be the winner of that match. Next up, we have Indonesia versus Korea. And they are off. Indonesia comes out first, then 2 Koreas, and then another Indonesia. Only one Indonesian marble on the bottom section of the funnels. So they get to focus more on speed, but really you want more marbles in the funnel because that means you can deflect your speed on others, which allows you to get into the hole faster. It is Korea who comes out into the green labyrinth first. Now another Korea marble. Indonesia is falling behind, and Korea looks like they're going to be able to make their first shot. Straight down the middle, and we have quite a few marbles there, 7. And now Indonesia can only get 3 marbles if they're able to even do it, and they miss altogether. So Korea will be the winner of this match. I think that's the most points we've seen by one team in one match. We'll have to check in a minute, but 7 is a very high number. Even when we had all the pins knocked over, it was 5 for each team. And then Indonesia not getting any points. This last marble here, going too much to the right side, stuck on that lip, and that pin was actually in the way. That is the most one team has scored in one match here on this video. Korea setting records. Next up, we have Germany versus India. And they are off. 2 Germanys already up there. All the marbles in the top funnel section. 2 Germanys, and now India coming in into funnel number 3, and the 2 Germanys coming close behind, trying to take the lead. There they go into the green labyrinth. 2 Germanys. India falling behind. As we go into the green labyrinth, both the Germany marbles looks like they're going to be scoring around the same time, and they take the exact same path, and no scores for Germany. And here comes India. What will they do in response? And there's a couple pins, 3 pins for India, now their second marble. Let's see what they can do as well. Will they be able to go down the middle? Yes, they do. And more pins for India, 6 to be exact. And that'll be an easy win for India. Germany really messing it up there. Speed isn't everything. You also have to have accuracy, and if you do end up not getting in the middle lanes, you have to use that wall to your advantage, ricochet off of it, and score kind of a offside score on these pins. India with 6, 1 point behind Korea with 7, as we go into the final match, Vietnam versus the USA. And they are off the final round of the day. The USA goes into the bottom section, Vietnam in the top. They don't really feel like fighting, I guess, just focusing on the speed aspect of things. USA slightly ahead of Vietnam in these funnels. Have they gotten to the third funnel? Yes, they have. Looks like they're going to be able to get into the green labyrinth first. But here comes Vietnam, very close behind as well. Vietnam actually has a slight edge on the USA, but they pass there. As we go into the final sections of this green labyrinth, here comes the merge section. The USA looks like they're going to be able to get the first shot. Will they be able to make any points? Yes, they do. 5 for the USA, and Vietnam goes straight through these pins. And they also had another marble get stuck, and Vietnam getting 2 pins there. A little bit of controversy, though. They hit the USA marble, which caused the pins to knock over. Whose points really is that? Watch this Vietnam marble here, right down the middle. They hit the USA marble to cause that 1 pin to knock over. Not sure what the authorities are going to say about that. We'll have to see here. The authorities are checking the replays from multiple different angles here. Let's take a look at it once again. See, that first pin was technically knocked over by the USA. The second pin wasn't in question. It was knocked over by Vietnam. But this first pin here, Vietnam caused the USA to knock it over. And what is the verdict from the video referees? And the pins will be given to Vietnam because the motion from Vietnam was the cause of the knockdown of the pin. The USA technically did not knock it over because they were already stalled, so they were just an obstacle for Vietnam to move like a knocked over pin. But the USA will still take the match 5-2. Now let's take a look at the full results. Is Russia still in the lead? No, this time Argentina has taken the lead. Korea and Brazil close behind, tied in points, but Argentina has the best total for the tiebreaker section. Then Belgium coming in at 4th place with 14 points. USA, Russia, and Mexico down there in 5th, 6th, and 7th, tied for 5th place with 13 points each. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Country Ball World Tournament here on Fubeca's Marble Runs. I'm Jeremiah, signing off. Until next time, this has been Fubeca's Marble Runs. Good day, everyone.